Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brothers and sisters in faith, welcome back in another video. Christians often quote Dr. Bart Ehrman that the Quran is historically inaccurate because it denies Jesus Christ was crucified.
I think on a historical basis, Jesus was absolutely crucified.
We will take a detailed look at Bart Ehrman's view on the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, addressing his own objections from his own point of view, from his books, from his lectures, that Dr. Bart Ehrman has provided the exact logic to refute his own claim.
I'm not making any stand about the Quran. I don't know anything about the Quran.
Means Dr. Bart Ehrman is not the scholar of Holy Quran, just like he is the scholar of the New Testament. And Dr. Bart Ehrman didn't know the theology of Holy Quran, just like he know the theology of the New Testament. So today I'm going to show you that how Bart Ehrman's own words confirm that the Quran's version of events that Jesus Christ was saved from crucifixion cannot be dismissed on historical grounds. So let's begin.
What are miracles? Miracles, by definition, are the least probable occurrence of an event. If a miracle was not least probable, it wouldn't be a miracle. If somebody could walk across the lukewarm water in your swimming pool, that would be a miracle. If the water was frozen, it would not be a miracle. But if it's lukewarm, I can tell you, none of you here could do it, and nobody in this world could do it. That's 6 billion people, so what are the chances of one person being able to do it? It would defy the way nature naturally works. I'm not saying that there are natural laws that are written down someplace that you can't break or you get in big trouble. Scientists today don't talk about natural laws, but scientists do talk about highly predictable ways that this world works. And one of the way it works is that if you are a sentient human being trying to walk across the lukewarm water in your swimming pool, you won't be able to do it. What if somebody could do it? What would be the chances? The chances would be infinitesimally remote that anybody could do it. Well, what if somebody could? Okay, let's say somebody could. The chances of them being able to do it are infinitesimally remote. Can you prove that this person probably did it? No, you can't prove it because you can't repeat the experiment of the past to show he did it. That's the problem with history. It's not like the natural sciences. The natural sciences work by repeated demonstration. And so, for example, if I wanted to show you that bars of iron will sink in that swimming pool and bars of ivory soap will float, all I need to do is to get 100 bars of both and start chucking them in. I'll chuck in 100 bars of iron, they'll sink every time. I'll chuck in the soap, they'll float every time. That gives us a predictive probability of what will happen the 101st time. That's how sciences work, by repeated experimentation. Historians don't have that luxury. Historians can only establish on the basis of surviving evidence what probably happened in the past, and by definition, miracles are the least probable occurrence, or else they're not a miracle. This creates the dilemma for the historian and is the reason why historians cannot prove Jesus was raised from the dead. Historians, by their very nature, establish what most probably happened in the past, but a miracle, by its definition, is the least probable occurrence in the past. The least probable occurrence cannot be most probable. This is the problem with the resurrection. Even if it happened, it defies imagination and cannot be accepted as a historically proven event. Belief in the resurrection. If you believe in the resurrection, it is for theological reasons. The resurrection is a theological assertion about what God did to Jesus. It is not, and it cannot be, based on historical proof. Thank you.
So according to Dr. Bart Ehrman, a miracle by definition is the least probable event. Historians can only demonstrate what is most probable to have happened. Therefore, historians cannot prove miracles. So, whatever it is, Jesus walked on water, the so-called resurrection, Jesus Christ ascended to heavens. These are miraculous events, and historians, according to Dr. Bart Ehrman, cannot prove them. The glorious Quran says in Surah Nisa chapter 4 verse 157, they did not kill him, neither do they crucify him, means Jesus Christ, peace be upon him. But it was made to appear so to them, rather Allah raised him to himself. So according to this verse, Jesus Christ was transfigured. So how Jesus was saved? It was a miraculous event. And according to Dr. Bart Ehrman, historians cannot prove miracles. Just like the historians cannot prove Jesus walked on the water, he ascended to heavens, the so-called resurrection, then by Dr. Bart Ehrman's own logic, they cannot disprove that Jesus Christ was saved from crucifixion because it was a miraculous event. Jesus Christ was transfigured. So it was a miracle, and historians, according to Dr. Bart Ehrman, cannot prove miracles. So the Christian claim that Quran is historically inaccurate collapses under its own weight. The New Testament itself admits that Jesus Christ was transfigured many times, just like in Matthew chapter 17 verse number 2, he was transfigured before him. So the theory of transfiguration, that Jesus Christ was transfigured many times, is also mentioned in the New Testament. So when the glorious Quran says that Jesus was transfigured, it's not a foreign concept, it's a biblical concept, and it is a miracle, and historians cannot prove miracles according to Bart Ehrman himself. Many early Christian groups, early Christian sects believed that Jesus Christ was not crucified. It was Simon of Cyrene who was crucified. Jesus Christ was transfigured and Simon of Cyrene was crucified, like the Basilidians, the early Christians, Ebionites and Nazarenes. So claiming that the glorious Quran is historically inaccurate collapses under its own weight. Nobody can prove the miracles. Even according to Dr. Bart Ehrman, historians cannot prove miracles. And according to glorious Quran, Jesus Christ was saved from crucifixion through a miracle. He was transfigured and somebody else was crucified and Jesus Christ was saved. So it was a miraculous event. And historians cannot prove the miracles. But wait a minute, the glorious Quran does acknowledge a crucifixion. The glorious Quran doesn't say that crucifixion didn't happen or it never happened. The glorious Quran says they killed him, not means Jesus, nor they crucify him, means Jesus. But it was made to appear so to them. The glorious Quran 4:157. This clearly means someone was crucified, but it was not Jesus Christ. It was somebody else.
The Islamic account is very strange. It is that I guess that people think Jesus was crucified and that somebody was crucified, but it wasn't Jesus. It was just somebody else who people thought was Jesus. And it's a very strange thing to think.
So even this arrogant asshole admits that the Quran acknowledges a crucifixion. So my question is, then how is the glorious Quran historically inaccurate? What do we see here? We see before the doctrine of crucifixion was dogmatized, many early Christian sects believed that Jesus Christ was not crucified, it was somebody else who was crucified, and Jesus Christ was saved from crucifixion. So the glorious Quran acknowledges a crucifixion, but it denies that it was Jesus Christ, peace be upon him, and it was somebody else, it was someone else to appear like him. And this view is confirmed by Bible itself, many early Christian sects, and the transfiguration narratives in the Gospels. So the glorious Quran is historically accurate and correct. So calling the glorious Quran historically false is itself a logical fallacy, because historians cannot prove the miracles, and Jesus Christ was saved from crucifixion through a miracle, and historians cannot prove the miracles. So the Quran's position is theologically sound and historically non-falsifiable, just like the Christian claim about the miracles of Jesus Christ, peace be upon him. So the next time when somebody says that the Quran is historically inaccurate about the crucifixion, just reply that the Quran's version of Jesus Christ's event of crucifixion is a miraculous event and historians cannot prove the miracles, even according to Dr. Bart Ehrman himself.